One of my favorite style of knives is of course the Mora Knife. This one I've had for roughly about 11 or 12 years. It's held up remarkably well, especially for being made out of carbon steel. The only problem that I've ever had with these Mora knives are the sheaths themselves. They're great utilitarian sheaths, but the problem is over time, they lose their retention ability, and the knife will occasionally accidentally slip out. I've had to backtrack on the trail before to find this knife in particular. Today, I'm going to solve that problem. I start by creating a very simple fold-over knife sheath pattern out of paper. Get everything to fit just the way I want it. Next step, we transfer that pattern to leather. I'm using about a 6-ounce leather here. Probably a little heavy for what I actually need, but it's what I had on hand. The only other thing we need to do is sew everything together. As you can see, I stitched the belt loop onto the back side of the sheath, and I've dyed everything a nice mahogany. And I also marked the line for the blade edge stitch. Now all I have to do is set the welt in place. I got the welt set in place with some contact cement and I hammered in my stitch line. Once this all cures, I'll go ahead and get it stitched. Everything is now stitched and I cut the welt smooth with that blade edge of the sheath. Everything is coming along very nicely. And just like that, the sheath is essentially done. We'll take a final look at it here. There's the belt loop sewn onto the back. Here's the blade edge. I finished that off with some edge coat. Not something I typically do, but I thought I'd give it a try on this. Waxed and buffed that to make everything blend together just right, and I think it turned out pretty good. And as you can see, we have a custom fit on the Mora knife. It holds it very, very nicely. As a matter of fact, right now, especially since it's brand new, the retention is a little bit tight, but it'll break in over time and set just perfectly. As you can see, it's actually just a little hard to get out at first, but it'll pop right out of there with just a little bit of work. I think this sheath is going to work absolutely fantastic. And there you go. I hope you found this video helpful, especially if you find yourself in need of a replacement sheath for your Mora knife. If you did, well, you know I'd appreciate that thumbs up like. Feel free to leave me a comment below and let me know how your projects are coming along. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see you on the next video. If you enjoy videos about the randomness of our amazing world, consider clicking on the globe to subscribe, or maybe checking out one of the other videos right here.